So next I'm going to read Genesis chapter 6, chapter 7, and chapter 8. When men began to multiply on earth, and daughters were born to them, the sons of heaven saw how beautiful the daughters of man were, and so they took for their wives as many as of them as they chose. Then the Lord said, My spirit shall not remain in man forever, since he is but flesh. His days shall comprise 120 years. At that time the Nephilim appeared on earth, as well as later, after the sons of heaven had intercourse with the daughters of man, who bore them sons. They were the heroes of old, the men of renown. When the Lord saw how great was man's wickedness on earth, and how no desire that his heart conceived was ever anything but evil, he regretted that he had made man on the earth, and his heart was grieved. So the Lord said, I will wipe out from the earth the men whom I have created, and not only the men, but also the beasts and the creeping things, and the birds of the air, for I am sorry that I had made them. But Noah found favor with the Lord. These are the descendants of Noah, a good man and blameless in that age, for he walked with God, begot 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. In the eyes of God the earth was corrupt and full of lawlessness. When God saw how corrupt the earth had become, since all mortals led depraved lives on the earth, he said to Noah, I have decided to put an end to all mortals on earth. The earth is full of lawlessness because of them, so I will destroy them and all life on earth. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Put various compartments in it and cover it inside and out with pitch. This is how you shall build it. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, its width 50 cubits, its height 30 cubits. Make an opening for daylight in the ark, and finish the ark a cubit above it. Put an entrance in the side of the ark, which you shall make with bottom, second, and third decks. I, on my part, am about to bring the flood waters on the earth, to destroy everywhere all creatures in which there is the breath of life. Everything on earth shall perish. But with you I shall establish my covenant, and you and your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives shall go into the ark. Of all other living creatures you shall bring 2 into the ark, 1 male and 1 female, that you may keep them alive with you. Of all kinds of birds, of all kinds of beasts, of all kinds of creeping things, 2 of each shall come into the ark with you to stay alive. Moreover, you are to provide yourself with all the food that is to be eaten, and store it away, that it may serve as provisions for you and for them. This Noah did. He carried out all the commandments that God gave him. Then the Lord said to Noah, Go into the ark, you and all your household, for you alone in this age have I found to be truly just. Of every clean animal take with you 7 pairs, a male and its mate, and of the unclean animals 1 pair, a male and its mate. Likewise, of every clean bird of the air 7 pairs, a male and a female, and of all the unclean birds 1 pair, a male and a female. Thus you shall keep their issue alive over all the earth. 7 days from now I will bring rain down upon the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, so I will wipe out from the surface of the earth every moving creature that I have made. Noah did just as the Lord had commanded him. Noah was 600 years old when the flood waters came upon the earth. Together with his sons, his wife, and his sons' wives, Noah went into the ark because the waters of the flood. Of the clean animals and the unclean, of the birds and of everything that creeps on the ground, 2 by 2, male and female, entered the ark with Noah, just as the Lord had commanded him. As soon as the 7 days were over, the waters of the flood came upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, on the 17th day of the month, it was on that day that all the fountains of the great abyss burst forth, and the floodgates of the sky were opened. For 40 days and for 40 nights heavy rain poured down on the earth. On the precise day named, Noah and his sons Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and Noah's wife and the 3 wives of Noah's sons had entered the ark, together with every kind of wild beast, every kind of domestic animal, every kind of creeping thing on the earth, and every kind of bird. Pairs of all creatures in which there was the breath of life entered the ark with Noah. Those that entered were male and female, and all the species they came, as God had commanded Noah. Then the Lord shut him in. The flood continued upon the earth for 40 days. As the waters increased, they lifted the ark so that it rose above the earth. The swelling waters increased greatly, but the ark floated on the surface of the waters. Higher and higher above the earth rose the waters until the highest mountains everywhere were submerged, the crest rising 15 cubits higher than the submerged mountains. All creatures that stirred on the earth perished, birds, cattle, wild animals, and all that swarmed on the earth, as well as all mankind. Everything on dry land, with the faintest breath of life in its nostrils, died out. The Lord wiped out every living thing on the earth, man and cattle, the creeping things and the birds of the air. All were wiped out on the earth. Only Noah and those with him in the ark were left. The waters maintained their crest over the earth for 150 days. Then God remembered Noah and all the animals, wild and tame, that were with him in the ark. So God made a wind sweep over the earth, and the waters began to subside. The fountains of the abyss and the floodgates of the sky were closed, and the downpour from the sky was held back. Gradually the waters receded from the earth. At the end of the 150 days, the waters had so diminished that in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, the ark came to a rest on the mountains of Ararat. The waters continued to diminish until the 10th month, and on the 1st day of the 10th month, the tops of the mountains appeared. At the end of 40 days, Noah opened the hatch he had made in the ark, and he sent out a raven to see if the waters had lessened on the earth. It flew back and forth until the waters dried off from the earth. Then he sent out a dove to see if the waters had lessened on the earth. But the dove could find no place to alight and perch, and it returned to him in the ark, for there was water all over the earth. Putting out his hand, he caught the dove and drew it back to him inside the ark. He waited 7 days more and again sent the dove out from the ark. In the evening the dove came back to him, and there in its bill was a plucked off olive leaf. So Noah knew that the waters had lessened on the earth. He waited another 7 days, then released the dove once more, and this time it did not come back. In the 601st year of Noah's life, in the 1st month of the 1st day of the month, the water began to dry up on the earth. Noah had removed the covering of the ark and saw that the surface of the ground was drying up. In the 2nd month, and on the 27th day of the month, the earth was dry. Then God said to Noah, "Go out of the ark, together with your wife and your sons wives. Bring out with you every living thing that is with you, all bodily creatures, be they birds or animals, or creeping things of the earth, and let them abound on the earth, breeding and multiplying on it." So Noah came out, together with his wife and his sons wives, and all the animals, wild and tame, all of the birds, and all of the creeping creatures of the earth left the ark, one kind after another. Then Noah built an altar to the Lord, and choosing from every clean animal every clean bird, he offered holocausts on the altar. When the Lord smelled the sweet odor, he said to himself, "Never again shall I doom the earth because of man, since the desires of man's heart are evil from the start. Nor will I ever again strike down all living things, as I have done. As long as the earth lasts, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease."